Oh, indeed. I'm going live here. I was just was getting my shirt on or taking it off. You might not know. Right now, you do know because now I'm completely naked. I'm not going to show you anything on the TikTok that might flag the censors or the algorithms or something like that. Or turn your granny on. She gets that snail trail on the seat. But I did want to come say hi to my TikTok friends. Play your song. There it is, one note song. I wrote it, it's a hit. Anybody wants to copyright that? You can't do it, it's already been done. Oh, good to see you too, Shaquille O'Neal, always dropping in. It's like you got alerts set on me. As long as you don't put your hands on me. Lay your hands on me like Bon Jovi, I don't think you're going to do that. Not even Bon Jovi's going to do that. But I do like that you are here. I like that you're all here. Everybody just chiming in and coming in on my TikTok, coming in on the live. Now, if you got a question for me, you better ask it quick. You like my content? I like making it for you. I like giving you all the goods you can handle. And if you can handle more, I got more coming. That's right, I do. Hey, ask me a question. Go ahead. I'm only going to be on for a short time because I got a thing that I got to go do that's going to involve a couple of things that I got to put together. You know what I'm talking about and make a whole thing happen? I think you do. I'm going to go in the studio and make some new music. I'm in the middle of working on my 10th album. I know that's kind of the thing you'd expect. So I think I got 7 songs down. I got a new one I'm working on about there ain't being no ass play on Taco Tuesday. I think that's a wise idea, don't you? It's one of those things whose time is yet to come. How long you growing your mustache for? It's a good question. Right now I got it going about 2 fingers. Also the gauge I use to determine your mother's excellence. I've been growing it a while, but it grows in pretty thick. It's like a sneeze that comes out. But I don't know, a couple months I think. But I just keep trimming it. So when did I start it? Man, years ago. I've been having this hair in my face for a long time. I kind of like it. It feels good to have chops. You know, I had chops on the boogie woogie piano. I got chops on my face, and your mother's pork chops laying on my face too. Oh, wait, which? Well, okay. What? To answer your question, yes, I do. Offer it up for a ride, but only to a special person. You just don't want anybody jumping on and grabbing the handlebars and taking it for a ride. You know, you got a motorcycle that's really nice and you're keeping, think about it like that. It's my nice fine Harley or whatever. What's cool nowadays? What are all the people riding? Are you riding all the these or the that's? I don't care. I'm not a motorcycle rider. I don't want to put myself in that situation. Last time I was on 2 wheels like that, I was on a moped in Indonesia riding out to some freaky waves. Man, you can't even imagine what that was all about. I can because there was no drugs allowed in Indonesia. And Beau Nair had some drugs. A lot of reality going on. They had a sign at the airport that said, death for drugs. I was like, tain't worth it. Tain't worth it. So I raw dogged it out there in Indonesia. But I caught myself some boogie waves on the boogie board. Whoop, dropped in, whoop, lick it pipe, whoop, lick a peak. Come on. Out there in the outer reefs of Sumbawa. What am I talking about? Mushrooms ain't kicking in because I didn't take any. It's a good question. You're like, oh, your mushrooms kicking in? You think I do mushrooms all the time? That ain't the thing that I do. I eat some mushrooms all the time. I saute them up or put them on my pizza or do things like that. But the kind you're talking about, with the psilocybin and all that, I'm not a microdosing guy. If you're going to do it, you do what Bill Hicks said is a heroic dose. You got to take the trip. You don't just put your foot in the water. You got to dive in. Oh, your whole self. And get under there. And then get out there. And then you come apart and you come back together and it's really good for you. I highly recommend you taking a journey, a sojourn, if you will. What other questions can I ask? Can I answer? I could ask you a question. Where y'all at? What y'all doing? You could tell me in the comments. I'd be like, oh, look at that person sitting there pleasuring himself out by the pool with a bottle of baby oil and a big smile in the sunshine. That's quite a thing to do. Back in the old days, they used to put baby oil on to sit in the sun to get tan. You imagine that? Like, give me the skin cancer. We don't do that no more. Iodine and baby oil, that kind of thing. But if you're using baby oil as a lubricant, you might want to switch over to something a little more natural, like saliva. I ain't talking about the band. No, that's not true. But really, there are some women that do have a problem with their personal moisture issues, and I get that. And I feel bad for you, and I want to help out in any way that I can, which is why I came on here in the nude to try to give you a little Darling Nikki kind of action. You know what I'm talking about? Got a magazine I could borrow? I bet you do. All I'm saying is, if you're finding as a gentleman that your lover's not moist enough, maybe it's your technique or lack thereof. I mean, I'm a piano player, so these fingers can do little things all night that you can't even touch because you don't play the piano like I do. Not many people do play the piano like I do. I let the music do the talking like Joe Perry. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I'm better than so and so. I'm better than who you. It's not what it's about. I'm better than the player I was yesterday. You better be better than the player you was yesterday. All right, player. All right, player. All right. I like that. Why? Why not? I do. Yes. No. Maybe. Kinda. All right. Big ones. Little ones. I don't mind the tiniest. I'm just answering questions as quickly as they're going by. Y'all, can you see what I can see? I don't know if you can see this. It's whizzing by like when they go in the time travel and stuff. You're gonna send me back to the future. Holy crap. Well, I'm gonna warn Marty McFly about a couple of things. I can tell you what. Oh, my McFly's open. Not wearing pants, so it's all open. It's like a big opening. Would you like to come to my big opening? Oh, I came to your mother's big opening. Actually, I came on your mother's big opening, but that was about all of my sense of the theater that I could give. Oh, Mike, good to see you. Somebody named Mike. How does it feel to be have a normal name? You know, I mean, I know some people that just get a name like Steve, and then they're like, well, how am I going to identify myself in an individual way against all the other Steves in the world? Beau Nair is a pretty interesting name. I like it. I thank my pappy once upon a time for giving me the name. I said, I understand why you did that, like a boy named Sue, right? But even a little more, he's like, boy, you are going to be something special. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to make it happen. And here I am, making it happen. Just for you. Huh, imagine that. Touch my what? No, I won't do that. I'll do anything for love, Meatloaf, but come on. I would like to do that kind of sometimes, but I don't know if I want to risk my fingers doing it. What did well, in order to be the piano player I am and the prestidigitator of the pudenda, I gave up skateboarding and stuff like that. I didn't want to fall and hurt my hands and stuff like that, so I like to keep my hands in good shape. But when I go out in the bug and the waves and I'm paddling and stuff like that, it feels good on my hands. I like the cold Pacific. I like dipping myself in. Then when I come out, I put a big jug of water. Oh, hot water down my wetsuit. Oh, yeah. Well, what you talking about? I know what I'm talking about. I actually don't know what I'm talking about. I'm freestyling, smiling like Harry Mack, giving it a smack. What? Oh, you like Harry Mack? I like Harry Mack. That guy's a flow of consciousness, man. That guy can rhyme stuff off the top of his head. You can't even imagine what he's actually thinking of when he's rhyming, right? People like that. Freestyle. I heard Jay-Z don't write nothing down either. He just thinks about it, goes in there, and just off the top of his head. That's pretty crazy, man. You got to have a system in your head to do that, right? Do you? Or just wired that way and you just, this is what comes out. Open my mouth. A hip-hop, hip it to the hippity hip-hop. You don't stop rocking to the bang-bang, a boogie, say up, jump to boogie, to the boogie, to the... You know what I'm talking about. I think you do. Rapper's Delight, one of the first rap tunes. The greatness of Rapper's Delight comes from its entrance into the national consciousness of rap music, not the greatness of the rap, but I would have to say I'm a big fan. Big Bang Hank. And Master G. All right. What? You want to get on my Sugar Hill gang? Hey, wait. I got a gang of sugar plums dangling down below. Oh, dangling in the California. Is my nickname Jackhammer? Well, that's what your mother calls me. Oh, man. I have a lot of nicknames depending on what's going on. So when I'm with your mother, I'm the old Jackhammer. Hey, look, there's time to be mellow and a time to be to rage, Mike Stewart. So sometimes when you're in the middle of lovemaking, there's some pounding going on, right? I mean, I might pound your mother like a flank steak on a Saturday night dinner special, but in the end, I'm going to be sensitive, right? Going to take it in sensitive from the beginning. You just don't start pounding. I mean, if everybody's all hot and heavy, it kind of gets to that point a little quicker, but all right. Is that what you want me to say? You think, oh, you sound like Matthew McConaughey. You ever think that Matthew McConaughey learned everything from hanging out around old Beau Nair? Looking up to me and saying, man, one day I'm going to be all right, just like you. I said, motherfucker, you're going to be all right 3 times in a row. He said, what are you talking about? I said, you're going to figure it out. First time you're on camera, you're just going to look at it and it's going to all come to you. You're going to be all right 3 times. He's like, okay, I'm going to go for it. And there he went, green lights and all. Are you considered a genius in France? Well, you know, I'm up there with Jerry Lewis in the Crazy Lawrence department. Oh, no, that's Milton Berle. Milton Berle had the monster. If you didn't know that, you should look into that. Although Milton Berle, you should know him for his comedy, but the fact that he had a ginormous anaconda down below didn't escape anybody's attention, especially some of the people on Saturday Night Live that saw it backstage. Woo-ha! In France, I'm considered a delicacy. That's to answer your question. Genius? Some people might consider me to be of the genius level. I don't go out putting that on my business card. Beau Nair, genius. Shit kicker? Yeah. Motherfucker? All right. Genius, you leave that to other people to call you. Would you call Jerry Lewis a genius? Some people might. Some people might be like, it's just silly stuff. Silly stuff can be genius stuff too. Don't underestimate the estimation of your esteem. That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. We got anybody out there in France? Ho, France! You out there? What time is 2:42 here in the Los Angeles area, California? So France got to be in the nighttime. Sure, they got to have some French people out there. Or maybe somebody from French Lick, Indiana. What you all licking on there, you French people in Indiana? That's kind of crazy. I heard of a salt lick, but a French lick? Tasty. I'm going to have to go in a couple of minutes. I know, I don't want to make you sad, but I just came on here because I wanted to have a little free time with you, and I wanted to play you my new song. That's it, one note. Says it all. I think you really felt that emotionally. I know you've never written something so deep and simple and complicated all at the same time. That note is in every key, all 12 keys at the same time. Isn't that amazing? I thought you'd appreciate that. Right. With the flat 2 in that key. No, come on, Shaquille. Stop getting into music theory discussions with me. You know I can talk chords all day. What am I listening to lately? I'm glad you asked. Those of you that might go back a little ways might be familiar with a band that was seen as lightweight called the Osmonds. Bunch of brothers from Utah, a bunch of Mormons with big white smiles, singing all happy music, but a lot of talent back there. I've been listening to that album called The Plan. Let me in your arms again. Let me love you. Man, you want to talk about great songwriting? Come on, you can't put on Espresso and be like, oh, that's a great song. Listen to Let Me In by the Osmonds. And then you put on Yo-Yo and watch the performance they did on the Flip Wilson show. If you go do that, I promise you're going to be entertained. First, you're going to listen to Let Me In. You're going to be thinking about me and thinking about things we might do together, hanging out, in flagrante delicto. And then you're going to go listen, you're going to watch Yo-Yo on the Flip Wilson show and see the dance moves and Donnie with the haircut and stuff like that. You'll be like, These dudes were on to something. They're kind of the White Jacksons, but they were really good. That's the thing. You got to dig in and see the Partridge Family. Some of the best stuff ever. Really, really good. Wrecking Crew. Songwriting. Mike Melvoin. Come on. Arrangements and vocals. And you are always on my mind. What? You are always on my mind. I woke up in love this morning thinking about your mother. So I'm going to jump off here in a second, but I've had a really fun time being live with you. I'm going to come live again someday, but the rest of the month, I'm going to be doing some things there on the underground. No, not the Underground Railroad, Shaquille, but I do give my respects to history. And I'd like to see Harriet Tubman remembered forever for the things that she did. And I'd like to see you remembered for the things you're doing. No, don't be doing that. Oh, come on, don't play. Oh, do we need to go there? I do not need to see a one-man recreation of the planting of the flag at Iwo Jima. Okay? You did it once. I gave you the applause. I ain't going to give you the clap no more. Listen, I won't tell y'all a million times how much I appreciate you. Please keep listening to my records and checking out my stuff, and stay tuned. We're going to do a lot of fun things in the near future. And one day I'm going to come see you in person. We're going to see what it smells like where you are. And if you're in space, you can tell me finally what space smells like. Okay, say it to me, Santos. I will see you on the flippy dip with a little jaboo for you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and spread the love. That's what I got to say, man. Too much hate and division in this world. You all got to spread the love, all right? Peace out from old Beau Nair. I love y'all, and I will see you soon.